Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Actually, of course I did because I set up the camera and got the audio going and all that. I don't get this joke. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending when or where you're watching this. I hope you're all doing well. I've been working on this comic slash manga. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen for a while. I've been working on this special edition that comes with all sorts of extra items: bookmarks, stickers, postcards, prints, all that fancy stuff. There's also gonna be a standard edition, but this is a dark fantasy, I would say manga, because it's definitely more in a manga style, you know, with all the grayscale, that kind of thing. Yeah, here's a nice spread I did. So yeah, it's a manga, but it reads American style. Why? Because comic is a dirty word these days. But we gotta get finished here. I've been working on this thing probably since spring of this year, and it's probably not going to be completed until the first quarter of 2024. So we need to kick it into high gear and wrap this so we only had two more things. I was going to include 2 individually hand-drawn trading cards in first 10 boxes of this Doomsayer special edition. We're only ordering 10 items, or maybe more, depending if I have the bulk order or whatever, to save money, because we're all about saving money here too. So I gotta kick this into high gear, wrap this up, and just finish up these trading cards, and one super special secret item that I am not even going to reveal. There's gonna be one little extra that only people that purchase the box will get. So that's going to be one little surprise for people that do end up buying the Doomsayer Special Edition. There's also going to be a standard edition that's just the book and maybe 1 or 2 of the other items because I had to bulk order some of them. Right now, we're going to wrap it up and get the manufacturing going. We have already gotten the postcard and the bookmark. I'll just get a little footage for you right now. Alright, so we got the postcard. We got Anna over here on one side. We got the Queen. We got the bookmark going. It's a little shiny. We got a little bit of a gloss finish. Right? This side's my favorite, the one with Mai on it. I wonder why. And then you got Anna and Emma training over here. But yeah, this is the bookmark. The bookmarks are in. I'm probably going to get the prints in soon. Alright, so the trading cards. We already did 2 of them. We got Anna here. We got the Queen here. We got 18 more to go. So, instead of just doing this intro forever, let's get on with it. Okay, so as we proceed through this process of making all of these cards, I've noticed something is a little different than when I used to do traditional art all the time. More so these days, I'm a bit more of a digital artist, but I still do some sketching every now and then. Trying to do some finished work just in pen and ink, it's kind of weird. The one thing about doing traditional work is that there is no Control Z, so you can't infinitely undo stuff. You gotta commit to your lines. There's a certain aesthetic that's always gonna be different between digital and traditional art depending. No matter who does it, you know, there are extremely talented artists that can do everything, but there's always a bit of a dissonance between the traditional and digital. It just has a different feel overall. Yeah, this is definitely a good, fun way to get reacquainted with traditional artwork, and I'm thinking it's coming out pretty decent so far. So we're going to keep going with these and just keep grinding them out. So one thing that I didn't realize going into this project is there is something that was going to be quite difficult, and that is the design space, or rather the size of these cards. This size is pretty good for like portraits and busts, but when I zoom the camera out, so to speak, it becomes a little bit more difficult to get really nice clean lines because you have such a limited space. And obviously, again, with traditional art, you have that issue of no control Z, and you can't zoom in either, which is probably why most of those art teachers online say don't zoom in, but I only zoom in because my tablet is microscopic compared to most of those guys, but I've already went on that rant before. This is a bit of a challenge, but I am enjoying the process so far. So, if you just happen to be watching this video and you haven't watched the previous 3 videos in the series, if YouTube randomly recommended it to you, like it did that one time I just showed off the prototype of this manga comic, American manga, you can go ahead and read the entire thing on my website. It is intended for a mature audience, so you know, I don't want to get in trouble with your parents or anything. So just be forewarned about that. It does have mature content in it. It is for an adult audience. It is available on my website at this link right here. I'll put it in the description as well. If you want to read it, you can read the whole thing, including chapters that aren't even going to be published in this first volume, because it is an ongoing series. You know, you can try before you buy. You know, this is more for big fans and people that are physical only, and you know, people that just want to support my work. If you want to just read the comic, you can do it right on my website. And while you're there, check out the store. We got some prints. I might expand it out soon. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how October goes. Hey, do you like music? Do you like the music that you just heard? Well, that is the title track for my album that I just released under the name Cold Body, which I suppose is an experimental electronic music. It's a little bit like breakcore, a little bit hardstyle, a little bit like video game soundtrack. I don't know. It's just... Anyway, if you're interested in this album, you can give it a listen over on my second channel or over on Bandcamp, where you can download it for free. I'm never going to ask money for my music. And if you are a fellow content creator and you would like to use the music in your videos, you have my consent. I just ask that you add a little credit for me. That's all. So link for that in the description. Alright, that's my little plug for the video. Back to the drawing part. As we come to the end of this saga, what have we learned? Custom boxes are a nightmare to sort through, but I learned that off screen. These videos do not perform well in comparison to my others, but I still heavily enjoy working on them. Based on my site traffic, my comics only got about 4 readers, the real MVPs by the way. But to anyone that wants to run a successful business, those numbers are atrocious. So why do I bother? Kind of hard to explain, but it feels right. That's the only way to describe it. Whether or not I do well, as long as I keep drawing and writing these stories, I'm sure the appropriate path will reveal itself eventually. I think the most important thing you can do as an artist is to not struggle with fear of others' opinions. There are always going to be people that hate you, so fuck them. Do what you feel is right, and keep grinding towards your goals. In my case, the goal is to make a sick, dark fantasy comic with thick dommy mommies and spooky creatures. So I'm going to stick to it. Make sure you stick to yours. Hey, before I just wrap this up and give you a little bit of a flip through, I guess, slideshow, I don't know, of all the cards I drew, I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. It's very much appreciated. Please leave a comment below. Tell me which card was your favorite, you know? Thank you for watching.